If not for corruption, the Philippines could be one of the richest nations on earth. Sounds impossible? Let's break it down, because once you see the numbers, you'll realize just how deep this system really goes. Stay with me until the end. The truth might just change how you see our country forever. Even if a saint entered Philippine politics, they'd still be tempted by corruption. Why? Because the system itself invites it. The lawmakers, the Senate and Congress, are the ones writing the rules, and one of those rules allows them to hold billions of pesos in the pork barrel fund. Abridetin, Franco Barisan Fams, Babodigan, and Dan, Wanti Contradandam, Budger Jui Bandandestin, but by budget they claim is for the welfare of the people. District representatives manage around 3 to 4 billion peso each. Party list representatives 18 to 20 billion each, and some of them controls 2 or even 3 party list, managing 40 billion pesos or more every year. That's more than the annual budget of several provinces combined. Here's how it happens. These lawmakers don't have the manpower, the machinery, or the equipment to actually spend those billions, so they pass the money to agencies like DPWH or DSWD, but the deal isn't clean. Projects are bloated by around 30%. That excess flows back to the lawmakers through kickbacks, fake suppliers, or staged contracts. Sometimes, they even split the money into installments, so it looks like the project is ongoing, when in reality, the entire budget has already been pocketed. It's not about public service anymore. It's about profit. Let's do the math. Lawmakers collectively control about 1.7 trillion pesos every year. That's around 10% of 17 trillion pesos Philippine total budget in year 2025. If 30% of that becomes personal share, that's 510 billion pesos disappearing every single year. That 1.7 trillion pesos, the total amount allotted to the lawmakers, is equivalent to the combined yearly income of around 40 highly urbanized cities in the Philippines. 40 cities worth of development, progress, and jobs. Locked inside corruption. 510 billion gone each year. Enough to make every single lawmaker a billionaire in just 1 year, and enough, if used honestly, to make the Philippines one of the richest countries in the world. But instead, millions of Filipinos remain jobless, hungry, and hopeless. Here's the truth they won't tell you. Instead of directly giving the money to agencies that can actually build, we let politicians decide who deserves the help. It's not a bug, it's by design. The 1987 Constitution may have restored democracy, but it also locked in a system where corruption thrives. As long as this setup exists, we can't honestly say the government is serious about ending corruption. Because it's not just stealing money, it's keeping Filipinos poor, so they stay dependent. Now imagine, if that 510 billion pesos went straight into jobs, machines, and infrastructure, that's equal to the yearly budget of 12 highly urbanized cities combined. With that money, we could build industries employing 30 to 40 million Filipinos. Only the lazy would remain jobless. Everyone else would have a purpose and a paycheck. So, I'll leave you with one question. If corruption ended today, where would the Philippines stand among the world's richest countries? Comment your thoughts below. Because your voice matters more than you think. If this opened your eyes, hit subscribe and watch the next video right here, where I expose how billions in flood control projects were literally washed away by corruption itself. They keep trying to make us ignore the truth behind this scandal. Stay aware, stay united, and together, maybe, just maybe, we can fix this.